Hi everyone, welcome to this video on working with basic maps. When it comes to geographical data, Map is one of the preferred widgets for visualizing the data in the dashboard. In this video, we are going to see how to get started with Bold BI Maps and explore the various customization and formatting options. First, let's see how to add a map to the Bold BI dashboard and how to configure it to visualize the data. I have the cloud version of Bold BI application here. And of course, the map widget is available in both the cloud and enterprise versions of Bold BI. You can find the map in the widget toolbox, right under the relationship category. To add a map to your dashboard, drag and drop the map to the dashboard area and resize it to your requirements. Now let's see how to configure the map. In your data, if you have the location name, such as the name of the country, state, or province, you can configure the widget to be a Choropleth or Bubble Map. Or if you have geo-coordinates of the location, such as latitude or longitude, you can add markers to the map and show your data. Let us explore these features one by one, starting with the Choropleth Map. From Bold BI version 2.8, both the Choropleth and Bubble Maps are integrated into a single widget. Choropleth is the default map type, and to switch from Choropleth to Bubble, you can use the Map Type property in the Properties panel. You can also choose the map region. Bold BI offers a wide range of map regions to show your data. For example, you can choose the All Continents view or the map of a specific continent. We also have the All Countries map and maps for specific countries. And for the US region, we also have the state maps. Choropleth maps, also known as filled maps, basically contain shape boundaries in the form of polygons, which are color-coded based on your data. Let us see how to configure the Choropleth map. To configure a Choropleth map, you will need a column or field in your data source that contains the location name. The location name could be anything, such as the name of a continent, country, state, or counties in the US. I have a data source in this dashboard that contains the cells data by region. To configure the data, switch to the Configuration panel and switch to the Assign Data section. In the Assign Data section, you can see the list of fields on the left side categorized as measures and dimensions. Over the right side, you have a set of configurable areas where you can drag and drop the fields. To configure the map, drag and drop the field that contains the location name to the location name section and the measure to the location value. The map will be plotted as you see here. You can also include additional details by dragging the fields to the Location Tooltip area. Let's rename the column name. And if you hover over the map region, you will be able to see the details in the tooltips. You can also format the numbers by using the Format option in the menu. The Assign Data section also allows you to filter the data. If you want to filter the country region based upon condition, rank, or even if you want to exclude a region from the list, you can do that here. Properties panel allows few other customizations. You can add a legend and even show a label. You can also customize where to position the legend within the map. You also will be able to add conditional formatting to the maps. By default, the map is configured with the monochromatic color pattern. To change this, switch to the Advanced setting in the Properties panel. Colors can be applied in 3 different categories. First one is the gradient color. Gradient color can be applied to the map based on the high and low values. The field could be the one that you've configured or a completely new field. You can let Bold BI calculate the minimum and maximum value by itself, or you can enter the minimum and maximum value manually using the text box below. In addition to that, you can also add a divergent color pattern by including a middle value. The second one is the rule. You can apply colors based on conditions. The conditions can be applied based upon the field that has been configured or a completely new field. You can add n number of conditions and modify the color for those conditions. In this example, I've applied conditions based upon the order total field. If the order total is greater than 1 million, I've applied a color, and for those orders which are less than 1 million, I've applied a different color. Let me save this. You can see the map is plotted with these conditional colors. I can also go and enable the legend to show the conditions at the top or the bottom. The third one is the individual color. If you want to apply separate colors for the individual areas of regions, you can choose individual colors here. Let me save this, and it will apply individual colors. Let's see about interactive visualization now. You can make the map as a master widget by choosing the Act as Master Widget option in the Properties panel. To show the filtered behavior, let me add another widget. Now, when you select the map region, the data will be filtered, and the other widget in the dashboard will show only the data specific to that region. Secondly, you can add links to the map. By adding a link, you can navigate to an external web page or even open another dashboard and filter the values based on the selected region. To add a link, in the Properties panel, enable the Link option. In the URL text box, enter your URL and also send the values that have been configured as parameters. For example, I have the ship country as parameter so that when I open the dashboard, it will filter the data specific to that region. Let me click the preview. Now, when I click a region in the map, it will open the target dashboard and filter the data corresponding to that region. Choropleth Maps also support drill down. To demonstrate this feature, let me add another map and choose a different data source. I have now added another data source that contains a location hierarchy, such as state name and country name. Now, to add a drill down, you have to create a hierarchy in the location name section. Let me add the state name first, and then the county name. In the option to enable the multi-level drill down, click the Yes button. I also add a metric to show in the map. Now, since this data is specific to US region, I will go to the Properties panel and choose the country to US. You can see the map is plotted now. In the preview, when I click a specific region, it will drill down and show the particular state map and the county-wise details. You can also apply drill down from continent to country, to state, and then to county. Now, let's get into the bubble maps. Bubble maps basically show the data in the form of bubbles or circles over the region. The larger the value, the larger the diameter of the circles. Configuring a bubble map is very similar to a Choropleth map. As said before, you can switch the map type in the Properties panel using the Map Type dropdown. In the Assign Data section, drag and drop the dimension and measure as you did for the Choropleth map. You can add measure formatting and filtering in the menus of the data fields. Conditional formatting could be more effectively used for bubble maps. As you may know, the bubble size here is based on the measure that we have configured. You can add one more measure to this map in terms of color. Now, let me open the Properties panel and enable the Advanced setting. In the Advanced setting dialog, you can add gradient or conditional color based on completely new measure, rather than the one configured. For example, in this map, I have configured the bubbles with revenue details. So instead of showing the color with the same measure, I'm going to use the profit here and apply a gradient. Now, you can see we have two different measures. The first one is the bubble size, which is based upon the revenue, and the color is based on profit. Let me go to the Assign Data panel and add the profit to the tooltip. I've added the tooltip now. As you can see, New York has the most profit. Bubble maps also support all the interactive visualization features, just like the Choropleth map. You can add links, have the widget serve as a master widget, and add drill down to the map. Now let's move on to the final part. Now we'll be adding markers using geocoordinates. To add markers to the map, go to the configuration panel, and in the Assign Data section, drag and drop your fields containing latitude and longitude details to the corresponding sections. You can also add additional details by dragging the required fields to the Marker Tooltip section. Apply number formatting if required. Now, if you hover over the marker, you will be able to see the details. Markers also come with a ton of customization options. By default, the marker is balloon-shaped. We have a few other shape options too. You can modify the shape using the Marker Shape dropdown. Other properties such as color, width, and height of the marker can also be customized. In addition, you can also include your own images as markers. To add your image, in the Marker Shape dropdown, choose Image option. Your image could be anything, such as a file on your machine, an image column from your data source, or even a static or dynamic URL. To upload a local image, choose the Local option in the Image Source dropdown, and use the File Picker to upload your image. To include an image from URL, choose the URL option in the dropdown and add your URL to the text box below. The parameterized URL option can be used to bind a column from your data source that contains image URLs. Or you can build a dynamic URL using parameters. Let me show you how to do that. First, let's see how to bind a data source column that contains image URLs as markers. I have loaded a different data source for this demo, and the map region is switched to the state of Maryland. I have a field in my data source that contains the URLs of images. To add them as markers, go to the Properties panel, and in the Marker Shape, switch to the option Image, and the image source should be chosen as parameterized URL. This adds a parameter to the URL text box, as you can see here, and this parameter is picked from the Marker Image section in the Assign Data panel. So, all you have to do is drag and drop the field to the Marker Image section. The images from the URLs will be loaded as markers. Let me drag and drop the column to the Marker Image section. You may also build a dynamic URL using parameters. Let me show you an example. I have a URL here that contains the flags of countries. As you can see, the URL contains two parameters, being the state code and county code. Now, if I can pass dynamic values for this URL, I can get the flags for all the counties in the application. Let us see how to do that. In my data source, I have two fields that contain state code and county code. I can use these two fields as parameters. Now, I'm going to have to drag these two fields, or parameters, to the Marker Image section, in order. I have copied the URL, and in the Properties panel, I've already chosen the image source as parameterized URL, and in the pattern text box, I'm going to paste the image URL. Now, instead of hard-coding these two parameters, I will add reference to the parameters from the Marker Image section. Now, for every record in the data source, the dynamic links will be generated based on the parameter values, and marker image are loaded. You can also conditionally format the markers. Based on conditions, you can change the marker shapes, color, size, and even upload different marker images for different conditions. You can achieve this using the Advanced Formatting settings in the Properties panel. In this example, I have provided different marker shape and color for cities whose sales are greater than or equal to 1 million and less than 1 million. Let me save this. Now, you can see the different markers are applied to the different countries. Leave a comment if you need any clarification, or if there are any additional features you would like to see in Bold BI. Thanks for watching.